In 2012, in this very evening, I was sitting in my car in the corporate parking garage level 5. I had my hands in the steering wheel. My mind was racing, and I was trying to process what had just happened only 30 minutes ago. And if at that moment someone whispered to me and told me, it's okay, you're gonna have a chance to tell your story and inspire others, I wouldn't believe it. I just got fired, and I was about to be homeless. Not only that, I was about to lose my working visa, which allowed me to be legal in the United States. For the last 5 years, I have not finished only a second bachelor's degree and a master's, but I also landed a great job with a supportive sponsor. All of that was gone. Looking back, this experience has shaped me and my family in many ways. But for me it was really hard. And the reason why it was really hard was because I have a family. My kids back then were 4, 9, and 12 years old. And my husband's legal status depended on me. So if you are sitting there wondering how hard it is to find a working sponsor when you have all the higher education and experience to perform high senior management jobs, the answer is it's almost impossible. So in the next 3 months, everything fell apart. We lost the house, the cars, and most of our things. We moved to a small 2-bedroom apartment with little furniture. At night, I fall to sleep thinking, what is going to happen next? But the most challenging part was the feeling of losing my dignity. Asking for help is hard, especially when you move in circles of people with money. Suddenly, you realize that being poor in America is a shame. What I do best, keep going and moving forward. I never been poor in my life. I come from a middle upper class from Colombia, South America. I attended the best private schools and graduated from the best university in my country. I moved to the United States with a dream. And that dream was about to become a nightmare. More than 200,000 people in the United States have a visa for high-skilled workers, and I just lost mine. My best bet was to go back to school, keep studying while jumping hoops, and keeping our heads up while building ourselves from the ashes. Looking back at the definition of shelter and homelessness, I realized that as an immigrant, the United States has been my shelter for all these years. And this is the place where me and my family feel secure and protected. And the truth is that having a place to live is a basic human right. So, what I have learned from this experience is that the definition of shelter is different from everybody. And anyone can become homeless from circumstances out of their control. After jumping up the hoops and rebuilding ourselves here in America, I can tell you that I climbed the corporate ladder, and then I became a 6-figure entrepreneur while my husband built $1 million company. I know that sometimes the journey and the path that we are on is not the one that we are expected or anticipated. And definitely, it's not the one that we want. But if at one point you find yourself or somebody that you know in a situation where you are feeling that you are not going to overcome that situation, and want you to think again And I want you to look into yourself because you have the answer from within. I invite you to do that. Because if there is something that I have learned in the past 25 years, is that thinking that I can overcome anything and any challenge is what keeps me going every single day. And for that, I always will be grateful. Thank you.
Thank you.